these recipes.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Friday wrap and the last day of our holidays. Well, tonight's focus on the program is Sydney's weather and the heat wave that is in store for us this weekend. Well, on Sunday it will reach a stifling 38 degrees and 45 out in the west. Now it seems like somebody has turned an oven on out there, or is going to, or put a frying pan out to fry some eggs. Well, joining me now on the summer series is my offsider. Good evening to you.
Good evening, Barry. Good evening, viewers. It is going to get very hot this weekend.
And our advice that we'd like to give to you is drink lots of fluid this weekend. Stay out of the sun and stay cool. Here is my offsider for his view on this and how important it is to stay out of the sun.
You stay cool, stay in the shade, be careful of the sun during the middle of the day.
Because the hours between 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. can be quite critical, because if you sit out in the sun for even 10 minutes, you will burn very, very easily. Here's my offsider for this.
That's good advice, Barry. If you have to go out in the sun, just make it very brief.
And even if you have sun cream on, there is a chance that you will get burnt. Now, me as a 9-year-old, going back to the year 1984, it was a 40-degree day in November, and I went up to my dad's open day at his work at North Head, and I got burnt simply because there was a sun cream that didn't work. And I can tell you viewers now, I was very, very sore that Sunday night, and ouch. Every time Mum used to touch my skin, ouch, it was painful. So, another bit of advice that I'd like to give you now is choose a good quality sun cream. 50 plus, I think, is a good one, I think. Here's my offsider for this.
Yeah, everybody remember to slip, slop, slap and wrap. Wear those sunglasses, the hats, long sleeve shirt, and put sunscreen on.
And cover your feet as well.
Yes, a lot of people forget about their feet, Barry.
And another thing we always bring up on the show is the emergency number, 000. Now,
If you get heat stroke, ring 000. It can be very serious.
if you get heat stroke, for those of you that don't know what heat stroke is, here's my offsider to explain and take up the story.
If you get dizzy and faint and your skin feels cold and clammy and you feel nauseous, probably means you've got heat stroke. Get out of the sun and cool down somewhere.
And have cool drinks as well too, to keep yourself hydrated. Now, the summer sun, it can be nice, but it can have a very sharp bite to it. It's like somebody biting into your skin almost. And once the sun's hot rays come down on your skin and you've been sitting out in that sun for long periods of time without sun cream, it is a sign that your skin is red and you're sunburned. Here is my oxider.
Yeah, you can get serious sunburn with blistering barring. That can also be very serious, where you might have to ring an ambulance. And it can lead to dehydration.
Now,
and third-degree burns.
Now, third-degree burns are like a 20-cent piece. And if it's bigger, it's like a 50-cent piece. Now, you all know what a 50-cent piece looks like. It's like a diamond-shaped coin. And like a 20-cent piece, it's like a circle with the number 20 on it. So the advice, the tips we'd like to give to you tonight are slip, slop, slap.
Wrap.
And wrap. And cover up. And have plenty of fluid on hand because you will need it this weekend. And if I can just get my offsider just to zoom in on the sunset that we are having, or we've got here, a picture perfect Friday night here. So enjoy the coolness of the remainder of Friday night while it is here, because tomorrow the heat is on. The heat is on the northern beaches. The heat is on banana, banana, banana. The heat is on. So that's just a little bit of a sing-song for you tonight. And if I can just get my offsider to explain to you what you should do if you are badly dehydrated or burnt. Here he is.
You need to get some Hydrolyte Barry or Gatorade, because just water won't hydrate you quick enough. And if it's very serious, ring 000. Call an ambulance. It's better to be safe than sorry.
So, in ending our summer series for this Friday evening, please don't sit out in the sun for too long. Stay cool, have your air conditioning on, and here's my offsider.
Good advice, Barry. Stay inside where it's a bit cooler, or stay in the shade. But if you have to go in the sun, wear a hat, long sleeve shirt, sunblock, and sunglasses.
If I can just get my offsider to get my sunglasses out, and this is what you should be wearing if you're going out in the sun. And a hat and some sunglasses. Now these, the sunglasses, they shade your eyes and UV protection. Now a hat covers your noggin, like the skull. And if I can get my offsider to show you some sun cream, which is in my satchel here. This is what you should be wearing. And reapply every 2 hours. And that's where we must bring the show to an end. Thank you very much for joining us tonight here on the show. And here is my outsider to give you the points again before we say good night.
Yep, that's the advice. This extra hot weekend, try and stay out of the sun. If you have to go in the sun, try and go to the beach early or very late. Don't go in the middle of the day, and slip, slop, slap, wrap. And if you get dehydrated and it's serious, or you get third-degree burns and it's serious, ring an ambulance.
Don't wait. We all know that you shouldn't ring 000 unless it's an emergency, but if you are badly dehydrated, please call for an ambulance and go to your nearest hospital. And what's the nearest hospital for us? Outsider?
Manly Hospital or Mona Vale Hospital.
And to end tonight's program, please stay safe on those roads. Don't do anything foolish. Don't drink and drive. And get a cab if you've had too much to drink. The way it has been, Friday, January 5th, this has been Barry Fair. And have a good, pleasant night, everyone, and you take care of one another and take care of yourselves. And here's my outsider to say good night.
Yep, stay safe, stay happy, everyone.
And there's
This program's been brought to you by Cancer Council Everyday Sunscreen, 30 plus.
And from me, Barry Fair, and my outsider, good night.